Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Benfika Fiden Fecilita, student number 19 of 55. Number 1. The reason for using probability sampling. Because probability sampling is more complex, more time-consuming, and usually more costly. And next, types of probability sampling. A. Simple random sampling. For example, in one study, 30 samples of Class A English education students were needed for Class 2019, while for research population was 100 people. Next, the researcher made a lottery to get the first sample. After getting the first sample, the selected name is returned again so that the population remains intact so that the probability of the next respondent remains the same as the first respondent. This step is repeated until the number of samples meets the research needs. Okay, number B, systematic random sampling. For example, in a final project study, 2018 English education student required 10 samples from 100 people. So the number of interval groups is 110 equal 10. Furthermore, respondents were divided into each group and then each group was taken randomly. Sampling on every 10 person who came to class 5B, so everyone who came to class 5B in the order of 10, 20, 30, and so on, then that was the research sample. Okay, next, stratified random sampling. For example, English education lecture conducted research on learning motivation in semester 1, 3, 5, and 7 students. The randomization process was taken from each group. And next, cluster sampling. For example, researcher in the certification of English education students in using classroom, laboratory room, languages, and libraries at UMP. And the next, multi-stage sampling. For example, taking research from the Dean, head of study program, lecture of English education as a sample of research on certification in using the facilities at UMP. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.